President Obama is coming after your 401k. It's a little item in his budget this week, not a lot of detail here. Basically, the president thinks that roughly $3 million is enough in retirement savings, and if you have more than that, well, then there's going to be some kind of penalty. Alicia Finley is here to tell us about it. We haven't gotten a lot of detail, but I thought these were accounts that either where the money had already been taxed, or there was a promise that they would not be taxed until retirement, when you could take them as income. Is he rewriting the deal here?
Well, that's basically what he seems to want to do, is that you put money in with the reasonable expectation that the tax you'd have it'd be tax deferred. And now he's saying, once it hits 3 million, supposedly 3 million, it could go down to 2.2 million.
Right. Well, to be specific, 3 million is the ballpark. The hard number that they have in the budget, they say it's going to be roughly 3 million. The point is that he does not believe anybody should get more than the equivalent of a $205,000 annual annuity. So he's saying that equals about 3 million of value, where it's not clear, some kind of mechanism to cap accounts there, but you pointed out while we're putting these limits, apparently, according to the president's budget, on private workers and their 401ks, there's no limit on what public sector employees can get in terms of the value of their pensions, and we're actually going to look at a graphic here. This is comparing the contribution limits, where you see IRAs, 401ks, a lot of us aren't necessarily hitting that level every year, but the San Jose police pension contribution dwarfs what you get in a 401k or an IRA.
I mean, that's right. Well, you have to think the limit on for employers are allowed to contribute also, and I think there's a $51,000 limit between employee and employer contributions to a 401k, but even that dwarfs the amount, the total contribution. And how many employers actually pay $53,000?
Not many. I think most people would say. Now, again, we're not seeing a lot of detail on this, but one detail they have put out from the White House is that this raises $9 billion over 10 years, which in federal budget terms, it suggests it's not about the money, unless they're lowballing how much they think they're going to be able to pull in.
I think this is partly a political play. It's purely redistributionist. It's trying to target the 0.001%, the so-called Mitt Romneys, but in effect, it actually breaks a contract.
Well, and Mitt Romney, last year he had an issue where he had managed to put a lot of, I think, shares into a 401k at a time that weren't worth much. The 401k ended up being worth tens of millions of dollars. He never really explained exactly how, but clearly the president does seem to want to run the 2012 campaign again.